We are going. Wee. Oh yeah, I gotta press all my buttons. Yeah. I just realized, I think... Let me just close my chat thing. Maybe I can keep up with chat without it, because I think it's going through the desktop. And I don't want that. Hi CJ. Siles, welcome. It is Lore Tuesday. We're Lore Tuesdaying it up. I gotta automate my streaming ping thing. I know there are bots that will do it, but it also pings like at everyone, and I don't want to have a bot pinging at everyone if possible. Because a lot of people, well, I don't know how many people.
I'm going banana!
I forgot that one was still in there.
My parents hate me.
PP Snip Hi Freya.
Hi, Strawberry. It didn't say hi for very long. Yeah, when you said you got, the airplane Wi-Fi, I was flabbergasted. That's true dedication. Why'd you say PP Snip? What the hell? Strawberry? I just realized that. Also, 34 months is a long time. Is that longer than our... That is longer than our not Snap streak. Oh my god, I don't use Snapchat. Freaking TikTok streak! You got Cypher, let's go! Is that a new thing the kids say? PP Snip? Are you, like, giving each other, what's it called? Where you, like... Hold on, I gotta Google this. What's it called where you... Oh my god. Is Google Chrome not gonna... Why is it not letting me open the thing? It does this where I can't... It doesn't let me open Google Chrome. It just pretends that it's not open. Okay. Vasectomy! Yes! Thank you, CJ. Are all the new the cool kids giving each other vasectomies? Oh, it's a repo character. Oh. I see. Sounds like a cat getting... I'm guessing you meant neutered. Hi, Bagel. Alright. Let me go down to Lord Tuesday. I think we're gonna survive. I think we're gonna make it under 2 hours today. Truffle! Welcome, welcome. You changed your user. Let's go. You just call him that because you... What? Hi, Cece. I look... Every once in a while, I look back at the animation that you made. And it brings a genuine tear to my eye every time. It's one of the coolest things that has ever been made about the Smile SMP. I watch it all the time. This chat has already gone to chaos. Yeah, 5 seconds in. As soon as Strawberry joins. Well, I'm glad you're here, Angel. Yes! I look forward to the commission. What did CC2 do? I think... I forget if we watched it last Lord Tuesday, if it was between now and then. I'll show it to you again. It's like the best thing ever. Yeah, like the animation of like, with that one song. It's in Lord Tuesday for today. Awesome sauce. Pinged. Oh, we've been sent... Hold on, we've been sent pictures of PP. Oh my gosh, Cypher keeps getting picked up today. Alright, hold on. Let me show you PP. This is PP. His bow tie does not look like a PP. I don't know what you're talking about. He just looks like a dude. I mean, it looks like his name is PP, just because, I don't know, he looks like that. Hi, Jesus. He snips your PP? What games are kids playing these days anyhow? Wait. That's what I wanted. There we go. The good ones? I don't know about that. You're playing Vasectomy Battle Royale at this point. Oh, I need to turn my lights on. Hold on. Why are my lights only partially on? Okay, turn purple. Go! Yes. It's purple now. Okay, we're gonna stop talking about vasectomies and we're actually gonna do Lore Tuesday. Yippee! Now, we have... I'm gonna turn this music off for myself so you can't hear it. We have this, I think, is the first thing. I think we already read the log from Angel last time because this was during the stream, I'm pretty sure. I have the animation saved on my phone. It's so far the most accurate depiction of Okel's horns I've received. I'm commissioning a drawing of Okel from a friend, though. Ooh! I look forward to seeing Okel in all her glory. It's very rare that, like, every season there's kind of like a fan favorite that happens. But usually it's like last season it was a villain. It was Miraju. Kind of became sort of a fan favorite, but like I can't think of any players that really popped up that were like, you know, everyone really like was ready to read their lore and everything. In the What If server, it was probably Sprite Olm was like the fan favorite. This season though, it's definitely Okel. Although people are all really like invested in everyone's stories, which is really cool to see because everyone works really hard on them. And I want to facilitate more of that. I want more of that to happen. All right. You're debating after the stream? Oh, we listened to this audio already? Well, you gotta actually put out stuff, Strawberry. If you want to be the fan favorite. Your Strawberry has character. Your character, Strawberry, has potential. Hey, I don't get on the server either. But I do write a lot. That's all you gotta do. Okay. We already...
What's your name?
My name is Yuvan Marasani.
You're doing lore?
How old are you?
Listening lore?
I'm 4
Lore
years
squared.
old.
You are the youngest person ever.
Gatsby's his own favorite. Gatsby actually is another... You know, last season Gatsby was there. I think Gatsby was pretty popular too. Did we watch this already? Because we didn't see this one. This one was way past the stream. But maybe this one...
in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a deer.
Did the... Uh-oh, my Twitch... Hold on. This is why it's not working. My Twitch is, disconnected. My token has expired. I need to unexpire my Twitch token. Hold on. Connect Twitch. Okay, it's connected now. Lizard. Oh my god, the stupid Google Chrome. Why does it do this every time? Thank you. I have been patted. Okay. Okay, let me just reject all and refund. You get your points back. Thank you for petting me. Okay. Me when my job application didn't work. Ah! Stop doing that.
Lizard.
Oh my god. Everyone remember that redeems are a thing. Okay. Okay. I think
What's your name?
I'm worried that we didn't see this. Jeez.
How old are you?
Okay, yeah, no, we did see this already.
You are the youngest person.
Ah! Dude, this is too much. You guys are gonna run out of chill. No points. Ow. 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 This. Ow. 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 I'm dead now. You killed me. Ow! Ow! Stop it! Stop it! I'm gonna crash out! Stop bugging me! Stop bugging me! Oh my god! Stop bugging me! Stop bugging me! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You wanna bug someone? Here! This is me right now. Ah! This is who you're bonking. Look how sad she is. You wanna bonk someone here? You can bonk Marcelo. Hold on. Actually crop it down to just him. That person is this is from different timeline, different universe. That's also my character, because Virgil's character always loves my character. Right here. You can bonk Marcelo now. Get him! Get him! Get him! Yeah, he needs a job. He deserves it. Get that man! Don't pet him, bonk him! Yeah. What the? That face is killing me. What does he have to smile about? Well, here he's looking at his true love, my character Yelena. Stop petting him. He needs head injuries. Stop petting. Why is it? Okay, hold on. If I take Marcelo away, are you going to just bonk me instead? Okay, we're gonna experiment here. I'm taking Marcelo away. 3, 2, 1. Hey! Stop that! Stop it! This is unfair! You can't bonk me and pet Marcelo? No, hold on. I'm bringing him back. You have to bonk him. Ah! I'm bringing him back. 3, 2, 1. Instant pets! What? Instantly! So the patriarchy does win. This is favoritism. This is genuine favorite. You know what? Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna put Marcelo down here, and you guys can pet him all stream long. You can pet Marcelo all stream long since you love him so much. There. You could pet the alcoholic. Stop bonking me. I'm taking away your bonk privileges. I'm taking away your bonk privileges. You're not petting him. You're refusing to spend money on petting him now because I'm in the picture and you can bonk me. This is abuse. This is mistreatment. I'm suing you. Mira will represent me and be the judge. We'll be corrupt. Ah! I'm gonna start coughing like a 3-year-old. You done? I'll wait. The bonking has slowed. hear me out. Okay. If I make a prediction or some way for you to all get channel points, if you stop bonking, I'll refund all of your points. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Wait, I'm thinking about this. 3, 2, 1. No bonks. Oh! Creature, thanks for the gift sub to Angel. Okay, now it's just pats. Okay, pats are silent. I can continue with pats. Okay, you promise not to bonk anymore. No more bonking. Stop doing this. Okay. Oh! Nope, that's it. Complete all. 376. It was violence. It was violence. Your points are gone. Your points are gone. Ah! 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 Okay. Oh my god. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here, it keeps making me. Oh my god. Stop it. I'm going to my viewer rewards channel points. I'm turning off bonk and job application jump scare and driving in my car. And you are the youngest person ever. And the forts. Creature Sid just gave their OC 500 years of trauma. Oh my god. Thank you to 500 bits. Oh, I gotta get rid of the stick bug too. Lizard can stay. Unless you guys spam it. Alright. This is all your fault.
Lizard.
We gotta watch look at we gotta watch Cece's animation. Spam lizard? Oh, you want me to get rid of lizard too? Oh my god, Google Chrome, will you please let me open you?
Lizard.
Look! You're right there! Why do you keep doing that noise? Oh my god, I'm gonna... Mr. Krabs! I refuse to say the butt thing. Chrome doesn't want lizard to be closed, it's true. Okay. We're gonna watch Cece's thing. You guys can all pet Marcelo as much as you want. If you want, I can like... Here, I'll turn on bonk, but I'll make the noise not happen. Oh wait, no, that would take a long time. Never mind. You guys can just pet Marcelo all you want. He deserves it. He's just a guy. Someone send a clip to Virgil of all of the petting that Marcelo's getting. Okay, we're gonna watch this.
I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing, each time I find...
Oh, we gotta watch that again. That was cool. Hold on.
I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing, each time I find...
It's so cool. Another CC has hit the art channel. It's so true. Oh, I just forgot that I forgot to turn off the music. My bad. I'm probably gonna get copyright claim for that anyway. Good job, CC. Fire as always. Let's get into it. The ascension of the last son of Ulta. So this is how it feels. Lying here while my life fades away. Oh, is this where Havoc dies? At least the one who I used to call my friend lies as well. I'm sorry it had to be this way. I wish I had more time in this world. I could have helped so many more. My life, my memories all come back to me. The 525 years I've been alive, I know wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. I can see her fading as well. I wonder if we will meet in the afterlife. I am sorry, Selena. I can feel my eyes close one last time and I am gone. However, my eyes opened back up and I found myself back in the spiritual forest I traveled in so many times. Selena is with me too. Maybe this will be a nice second chance. F's in the chat for Havoc. I think this is the third can of death.
Rico, no, don't open the door, Rico!
No, don't open the door, Rico! Same things for the 13 months. Welcome.
Absolute cinema.
O7s and F's in the chat for Havoc. It is schlamening time. Yeah. It was that, like, mafia guy. That happened day one. Then it was Casimir, and now it's Havoc. How many more will die this season? Who knows? Creature, thanks for the 10 bits. You've just given your OC 10 more years of trauma. 510 years so far. Automod held a message. Gay. I'm gonna allow it. Alright. Goodbye, Havoc. Nice knowing you. Ulta, like the makeup company, is wild and crazy. Me went Straub lore! Oh my gosh, it's a strawberry in the strawberry fields. Look at that. Wow. That's so pretty. Is this like the new strawberry? No, I forget. The older strawberry, the one that's getting replaced, wakes up in the strawberry fields, right? And then like dies or something? How many people will die this season? I have a plan. Don't tell me you're bringing Angel and Susu back just to kill them again. 72 more? Try doubling it. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Entry 36-1. My mind is still racing from my encounter with the robot named Bloom. They seem friendly though, but really protective of their beetroot. I don't know what a robot is or a camera, but I know I like neither of these things. I've had enough of being watched. The days pass by too slowly now that breathing takes up so much time. I feel as if I'm always busy staying alive. Write to you soon. Can't wait to see you again. Always yours, PB. P.S. When you all come back, can you tell me what a camera is? Oh, is this like to the people? Oh. When you all come back, is this to people who were taken in the Great Anomaly? Oh. That's so sad. Raccoon log number 5. I can't sleep. I can't see his face again. He said it was my fault, but how could it be? I didn't even know my father would do that. I didn't know that my father would kill him. If I knew, I would have done something more than just jump in front of the blade. I'm exhausted now. I can barely speak without wanting to either cry or yell. I made a sealing mask around my mouth just to keep it from happening. Oh, what is with these tragic logs and journal entries? This is so sad. Stop planning to kill your characters. Don't kill them. Let them live. There's 2 more seasons after this. Let them live. Angst stream indeed. Please tell me that you're killing Loomis. Loomis, die! Loomis, die! Loomis, die! Alright. Oh yeah, we don't have any days posted. Exciting for that. It's someone you hate. Loomis, die! Loomis, die! Loomis, die! Document 2, hodophobia. What is hodophobia? Sorry, flashbang. You returned to the garden. The architecture around had changed significantly. A house reminiscent of a potted plant had emerged. A house now encased the collection of flora, the contrast of different wood amongst stone, creating a satisfying display to the eyes. The bud remained, stained by dirt. An unnerving feeling rested throughout your mind as you kneeled down once more. Just as you had experienced the first time, your fingers placed upon the bud. The tingling shot through your arm as it unfolded, remaining by your eyes. Crackling escaped from the blossom as audio rose. Who is this again? It was Lux. Okay. Begin audio file. A recognizable voice of the woman from before. A sudden voice rose, once again harsh and robotic. Now recording. The audio had seemed to be much clearer this time, like someone had repaired it. The clearing of a throat could be made out, as well as a deep inhale. Finally, I found a suitable place to relax for now. This planet is weird. Nothing like I've ever seen before. There's no need to worry about creatures being around every corner. The ever-looming presence of vine panthers and thornhawks not being near is very calming, thankfully. Traveling has been awful, though. It all feels the same. Was it worth coming to Solace? I haven't been able to find a suitable host for my Grim Roses. I can feel the one within my eye raging at the lack of nutrition. The sound of something dripping against a stone floor could be heard, along with light sobbing. The voice had slight cracks as it began speaking once more. Maybe I could try growing them within animal carcasses. Not ones I've slain, no, just ones I can find in the nearby forest. Detecting significant increase in cortisol levels. Begin distress test? The robotic voice had suddenly risen once more. Sniffling, the woman agreed. Beginning. Now spell daffodil. Daffodil. Wait. Incorrect. No, not again. Slamming erupted from the robot, an assumption rising from your head. Perhaps she was hitting the blossom to get it to work? Your thoughts couldn't escape your mind as it was filled with overwhelming sounds. Incorrect. Shut the hell up! Crashing. That is all you could understand. The sounds of a body hitting the ground could be heard as the sound of sobbing escaped. Incoherent mumbling fizzled in and out before the audio sounded much clearer. A robotic voice. Don't come back. That wasn't something that came from the recording. Oh, that's scary. Like someone saying don't come back behind you. That's so scary. I really don't like Loomis. Who doesn't? Who likes someone here who likes Loomis? Of you all, who likes Loomis? If so, mods ban them. Loomis does equal stinky. Who's limos? Good. Keep it that way. Brings out crucifix. At first I thought you said crufic. Brings out crufic. I forgot who Loomis is. Loomis is the one who killed, brought back to life, and experimented on. Well, okay, I guess she didn't kill Angel, and didn't she kill Susu though? Anyway, brought them back to life and experimented on them, and she just, yeah, Angel's evil grandma. Exactly. Who is Limousine? Who is Loser? Yeah, that's accurate. All right, we have a little bit of a video here to watch.
Personal log. They know I'm here. I should have killed the other one, but I wasn't thinking straight. I won't make the same mistake again. I managed to get information out of the girl. It's not much, just a list of names, but it's a start. I need to keep moving. Thankfully, there are lots of supplies in the buildings where I am, and I may have even found some info on my first target. But I need to hurry before things get complicated.
Yeah, I have to say the voice actors for all of the Smile SMP stuff is amazing. Some of you may know, so I do want to clarify something about, so We Don't Have Many Days still has a hidden identity, but they do work with staff. I work directly with them since partway through last season, making official stuff because the things were so cool. So the stuff that's posted by We Don't Have Many Days is, I like to say it's player knowledge rather than character knowledge. So we've been getting a lot of logs from Eclipse and stuff from We Don't Have Many Days. This also needs to go into the seasons. I'll put it there in a second. So this is stuff that you are hearing, but your player, like, people on Solace are not getting any of this info themselves, if that makes sense. But yeah, VAs, I don't know if the voice actor, some of you probably can tell who it is. But yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, this is Eclipse. This is an Eclipse voice lock. Hee 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 ha ha. And there might be another one coming next week, maybe. All right, Froggy's origin log number 2. Here we go. I won't flashbang you this time. I'm so bad at voices, I thought it was just Freya. I thought about voicing Eclipse, but I was like, I really don't want people to mix me up with Eclipse, or like Freya with Eclipse with voice stuff. So, and I found someone way better anyway. I'm so excited for you guys to see the next one. It's already made, and I keep watching it because it's so good. Anyway, continuing. Test. Anthropomorphization. Test subject. Frog. Hold on. I have been DM'd, and I want to make sure it's not something super important. Yeah, someone please cheer Virgil up by sending him the, a clip of Marcelo getting head pats. Or me getting bonked to death. If someone has a clip of me getting bonked, then Marcelo getting patted, and I take him away again, and I get bonked again, send that to him. Yeah, every once in a while, I do auditions for voice acting stuff. And, I don't know if we'll need another one this season, because we already got this season's main characters. But I'll let you know. Next season, we'll probably need some. Transcript number 2. The doctor and some scientists behind him walk into a chamber with a small humanoid frog sitting in the middle of it. She stares at the ground, not noticing any other thing going on around her. So this is what it looks like? I thought all the mud and vines would have slipped off. It's actually a she, and they seem to just be a part of her skin, Doctor. I don't know if it was the potion or just because of how much time she's spent in the swamp. And how long has she been staring at the ground? Ever since yesterday, she turned yesterday, sir. The effects of the potion might have caused her to disassociate for a little while. She hasn't spoken a single word, phrase, or made any noise at all, like she's a statue. The doctor huffs as he speaks over an intercom. Subject frog, can you hear me? The humanoid frog blinks and stares up at the glass. She then looks around, wondering where the noise is coming from. The intercom speaks up again. Subject frog, I understand you are scared, but can you make any noise at all to indicate you have a voice? The frog looks down, then looks back up. She opens her mouth and a small, almost human-like croak comes out. Good, she can follow orders. Wait, what is she doing? The frog tries to stand up, but falls right back down like a baby taking their first step. But instead of crawling, she gets on her feet and hands and jumps around. She jumps around very happily, eventually landing in front of the glass. She sticks her head onto the glass with a big smile. The other scientists laugh as the doctor just huffs, annoyed. Get the frog to behave herself, and get her to learn some motor skills while you're at it. In a few days, we'll test her ability to withstand certain climates different from a swamp. But sir, if we put her in a hotter environment, won't that kill her? Do we have more of that serum? The scientists nod hesitantly. Then we carry out the experiment. If she dies, we get another animal. End of story. Poor Froggy. Poor Froggy. Yeah, with the VA thing, I don't know if we really have any other characters this season. I know of at least 2 next season that will need VAs. But it'll be for like a deeper male voice and like older female voice, I think. Like, I don't want to get too specific because I'm not exactly sure yet, but if anyone knows anyone, and I think the older male voice I might already have a VA. We'll see. Suzu! Notes number 1. What am I even doing here alive? I was doing perfectly fine dead. I was able to be with my brother. But then Loomis brought me back, and now I can barely remember anything from the afterlife. I'm confused. I don't know where I am at all. It's all different. Where is Angel? Is he alive? Is Eurillo alive? Is everyone else I knew alive? What's going on? I met this girl, Helena? She's nice. She helped me and took me in. She's really motherly. She told me she had a son, but I never found out his name. Oh well. I just hope I can meet Angel again, if he's alive. I hope you're alive, brother. It would be nice to meet you again, even though you were a little off in the afterlife. Was that actually you I was seeing? I don't know. I just miss my home. Your Twitch crashed. It was Susu. Susu cursed you. You can do truffle. You can always do voice acting for your own character. Like, throw them in there. I love it. Rip Susu. Angel lore directly after Susu lore is insane. I forced Susu to do lore. Damn. Log number 2. Miss Helena said she took someone in. Not sure who. No, it's so close. Said I'm not allowed to meet them yet because she still has to make sure I'm okay physically. Miss Helena hasn't let me do much. Onyx also seems to know who they are. I'm tired. I forgot how exhausting it is to be alive. That's real. My wings are heavier on my back than they used to be. It is so tiring. I miss Alfie. Maybe I can talk to that Croy person, though. I don't know. It's just all so different. People have been pissing me off more recently, though. People are annoying. They're also more loud now. It feels like they're screaming, but they're not. I know that Susu is alive. I hope she's okay. I hope to reunite with my sister someday. I miss you incredibly, Susu. I hope you're okay. I miss you so, so much. Dad is going to help us, I promise. And not our actual dad. You know who I'm talking about. Angel thinks that Susu can hear him, but she can't. So sad. What would he want? I see Havoc died in the beginning here. Havoc died. He died with who I can only assume was the champion of rain, fighting her as a son of Ulta. I remember him telling me about the deities of this world, and the markings in the destruction indicated clearly which were involved. I did not know at first. My worry only grew when he was missing for longer than he would usually be gone from his home. He would often travel and would be back within a few hours, and if you were pushing it, nightfall. But it had been over a day, and there was no sign of his return. It was late in the afternoon. Kron I had left to sleep. They have not been sleeping much after all. Froggy had gone to spend time with Sunny. I was alone, so I let curiosity get the better of me. I searched the outside of Havoc's home first. It was a small home, with a blacksmith area on the side, built with black stone and iron bars. His tools hung on the wall, clinking against each other in the wind that passed. His anvil, covered in indents and chunks cut out of it, sat in the center. The lava at the back of it all bubbling, ready to be used at all times. His home was made of stone bricks and pale oak planks, smoke emitting from the chimney, which was also primarily black stone. At first, I did not want to go inside. I respected Havoc. I did not want to go inside without his permission, and the reason I had for it, it felt a little childish. But when I looked through the windows, I changed my mind. The mess was clearer once I came through the front door. Things knocked over, bed left unmade, papers and other equipment spewed across the room. Magnus, Havoc's ram, was in the middle of it all, sitting on the floor almost pitifully. Magnus must have made the mess, I thought. The ram was clumsy and not the smartest, but once again, my mind was changed as a piece of paper laying on Havoc's desk caught my eye. She's here. That was scribbled down on it, obviously in a hurry, along with coordinates, and the worried pit in my stomach only grew. I left for the location, and the closer I got, the more destruction I saw. It started as footprints in wet soil, 2 pairs, overlapping each other, as if one were behind the other. Then, fallen trees, craters, smashed rock, ashes of what fires had burned. Shockingly, at the end of it all, was a meadow. Grass a soft green, flowers untouched. The low sun seemed to make it all glow. And there were the bodies. In the center of it all, huddled together as if fast asleep. Havoc's ram's skull that covered his head was cracked, his face revealed underneath. It looked tired. Yet I could see the hint of a grin. He was happy, at peace. He deserved it. He lived a long life, longer than one should be, around 500 years, and he remembered all of it. sat with each burden through hell and back. I envy that strength. I envy his rest. His hammer was a bit further away, now transformed into a giant weapon of war, sitting upon the broken remnants of a halberd. I picked up the warhammer, which made it return to its original size. Raccoon was with me at the time. He had arranged the halberd back together, the text engraved into it speaking of rain. I did not care. I returned the hammer to Havoc beneath his cloak where a large sword lay, one emitting a haze of uneasy power from its blood-stained blade. I sit here alone now. Raccoon had left a while ago. I do not know what to do. I feel if I try to move either of them, I would disturb the peace. It does not matter, I know, but the feeling is hard to shake. Burying them both seems to be the safest option. I cannot leave them both out here in the open. Wolves will be around, and the tools, the hammer of forges, and that sword, it could get into the wrong hands so simply. I do not want to dig out a grave again, nor do I want to build a coffin, or carve a headstone, at least not alone. Gods, what am I to tell Kron? What am I to tell Froggy, or the members of Kindlegrim? I think I will just sit here a while longer. What would Havoc want? This is so sad. Oh. The Kindlegrim crew. We already did an F in the chat for Havoc, so I don't think we need a second one, but CJ is an incredible writer. That's why I hired them. Absolute lamp. Absolute Gatsby. Second F in the chat. So real. No calm thoughts. We got Raccoon. Trigger warning, hanging bodies, death, mentions of death, and blood. So if any of that bothers you, plug your ears, close your eyes. Belios hadn't slept in days. The nightmare had brought him to the brink. He drew runes, each one closer to finally keeping him silent. The constant toll of exhaustion caused his abilities to be out of control. Then one night, exhaustion took hold of his body and he passed out. He woke to screaming. At least he thought he woke up. As he got out of bed, the scene changed. Another one of these, Belios thought. Heck was? Oh, he was. He was now in the dead woods that he made. The bodies were now hanging. Each one was of a person he knew and grew to like. Miss Kathy was the closest. Charles was one of the servants. He was a good fellow. He birthmark on? King Levia, a father he wished he had. He continued walking. He could still hear the screaming. He followed it to the violet weeping willow, only to see it had shifted and the branches were now holding Nikolai to the trunk of the tree, his limbs outstretched. He was screaming in pain. Belios ran to the tree but stopped once the screaming stopped. And voices from all over began to chant, "You caused this," over and over. Belios stared up at Nikolai, now seeing all the blood and scars that were from that day. He began to believe that it was his fault. Though he remembered this was a dream, his dream, so he closed his eyes and began thinking of something calmer. He felt the scene change, and he opened his eyes. He was now sitting at the tree with Nikolai. They were talking about something with a cottage. Belios remembered this conversation, to run away and live in the woods in a little shack. But his dreams had other plans. Nikolai stood and had a blade, and as Belios went to look at Nikolai, a blade pierced his chest. Belios coughed up blood and looked up at Nikolai. "Karma is a bitch," Nikolai spoke before ripping the blade from Belios' chest and continued stabbing him. My God. Belios needs, like, some melatonin. Or maybe this is caused by melatonin. I don't know. Needs sleep therapy. Belios yelled out, watching as Nikolai continued his spree of stabs. The look on Nikolai's face was of pure rage, nothing like the look Belios was used to. Then Belios woke up, his journal of runes next to him. He picked it up and made new change. He made the rune look like a mask, one that allowed little noise but no words. He closed his journal and sat there and watched the sunrise, the scene of Nikolai stabbing him still fresh and repeating in his mind. "You got any ibuprofen? I got a headache." Exactly. Why can't I escape you? Belios thought before he rested his arms on the windowsill and laid his head onto them. Vines began to sprout onto the wood near his left hand, and the wood began to decay and corrupt near his right. He just sighed defeatedly. Poor guy has some nightmares. I don't think I should have zoned out. Ooh, I love the dude. So many people are like actually becoming super paranoid. It's so cool to see. So this is Mira. Eclipse alone. Ran away. When confronted by a non-violent person, she runs away, preserving bullets. Killing Casimir was planned. What about the other girl? Empty ship. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of cut off. Ship found empty aside from logs of Eclipse traveling from another place to Solace. Seems to keep more eyes on us than we thought. Is she alone? No evidence of any transmissions being sent out outside the planet. Radars haven't picked up any signals. Goal? Ship contained, I'm guessing that's what it says. Danger, yep. In forest. Hasn't been seen after this. Backup? If she was to be alone, her hesitation seems valid. She has access to similar resources to most civilians. Look out for stolen items. Frog's testimony. Eclipse wasn't spotted nearby Riverside after being spotted by Frog. Still inconclusive. We have another one. Ho situation. Frog. Oh my gosh, it's Freya. Freya hasn't really done much. Might have to ask. Captain, seems stressed. I wonder if he would calm down with food like Dad did. Probably. News. Saw the interview. Okul is proud and not afraid to admit it. Dante has been trying to help. Make sure to have a date with him. We'll leave Sunny with Rando to babysit. Keeping Sunny inside. Ask Sunny what the HOE is doing. Crossed out. We got just this Okul in front of the statue. Zell. Make sure he doesn't retaliate against the HOE. Might bring trouble. Looking out for the person who accused you of being corrupt. Joker's Corner. Keep an eye out for more targeting against them. Pure spirits. Large group. Military. New base. Keep eye out. Keepers of Solace. No action against them yet. Freya seems worried though. Oh boy, she is. She's got a lot on her plate. Oh, here it is. My favorite thing in the whole world. The best thing I've ever seen made on the Smile SMP or about the Smile SMP. Also, I see Angel is typing. If you type any lore past 6 o'clock, or sorry, 5 o'clock my time, it will not be read. Just keep in mind. This is gonna get me copyright claimed, but I don't care. Get ready for absolute cinema, by the way.
Slaughterhouse, an outlet mall, slot machines, fear of God, windows down, heater on, big bolt of lightning hanging low over the coast. Everyone's convinced it's a government drone or an alien spaceship. Either way, we're not alone. I'll find a new place to be from.
Her line's glitching, what the hell?
With a picket fence to float around.
Go Samir!
Ghost, my friends, no, I'm not afraid to disappear. The billboard said the end is near. I turned around, there was nothing there. Yeah, I guess the end is here.
Absolute cinema! It's like one of the, it's perfect. You got the Waffle House, call Midge. The details are crazy. This raccoon, I think. You have, I can't tell who this is, but like the marketplace. And the Iragai's colors thing. You got the freaking, oh my god, why can't I think of that? The clowns. Mira and Dante at Lemon Stall. Oh, it's Mira and Dante. Oh. I don't know which clowns these are, though. I'm bad at recognizing people. There was with the second board? There was with the second board? This is pinned in art, I'm pretty sure. Lucky and Oliver. Oh, a Link with the second board. I will go back to it. And then Okul with the statue. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You have the community center. I don't know who this is. Is this Cell? No, it's not Cell. Cell has the mask. Speaking of fire, yeah. A Cell without his mask. Yeah, I was gonna say. And the hand, dude, that statue, have you guys seen this? It's right next to Spawn. One of the coolest things ever. It's so cool having like they're opposite from each other. There's the valley, and then there's the big remembrance statue, and then the hand. So cool. Oh, right, he was in hell. I forgot about that. Ah. And then you have, who is this? The Vines. The lesbian ball? Is that what it is? Why is the ball lesbian? We love lesbians here. It's the lesbian SMP. Actually, I was a part of the lesbian lovers SMP at one point. Creature's character. Awesome. And I'm guessing, is this one of the flowers that your CC, your character is like using to clone people or whatever? And then these people. I'm so bad at recognizing characters. Maybe. I want to like know who everyone is. Here, guys, Mira, Zinnia, and Say. Oh, this is Mira. This is Ira, guys. This is Zinnia. Right? No, this is Zinnia. No. Mira. Ira, guys. Zinnia and Say. Oh, like, because it's the judge thing! Oh, that makes so much sense. And then the binary. I want to know what the binary says down here. Hold on. I'm looking this up. Binary. Here we go. 011000011. 011011000. Oh, it's the ship code. I'm an idiot. Why do they all have yellow? Every scene has like a different color. There's like pink here. There's the blues, teal, orange. And then Virgil with this ship that's on the land. I forget whose it is. Someone came in on the Arcturus crew and put it there. I don't know whose ship that is, but it's super cool. But Marcelo looks amazing here. Guys, I want to tell you about the commission I have for CC so bad. It's so, I can't wait for it. I won't say anything. Because you guys have to experience it. No, it's not as Virgil. No, Marcelo's ship is like a spaceship. It's the Arcturus. Do I have a picture of it? If anyone has a picture of the Arcturus and can put it in, but like it's closer to the shuttle, honestly. But no, this is great. It's on the land. He's probably looking at the plan for it and like looking at this and being like, who the hell built this on my land? It's in the Mega Lore video? Right. Yes. I need to, I wonder if there's a wiki page for it. There might be. Wait, hold on. Oh my god, it's doing the stupid thing again. Not new window. Okay. Wiki. There is not a picture of it. Okay. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. Yes, the wiki is so cool. It's pinned in there's a channel called Wiki. It's pinned there. Anyway, so cool. I love Marcelo. And then Eclipse's ship, this is so cool. And the fact that lyrics are the alien spaceship, oh, it's so good. Oh. And the tavern, this is one of the frogs. Frog spawn. And then we have Ladice. Ladice looks so good. I can't tell who everyone is from far away. I don't know who these two are. The wiki was the whole base for Casimir's bunker hunt. I heart the wiki. I heart the wiki too. The wiki needs to be pushed more. Yeah, I've been meaning to put out like every once in a while, like telling people, hey, we have a Patreon. Hey, we have a wiki. Hey, we have like the VODs channel and the main channel. We have a TikTok. Frog and Feather, right? Oh, and a dog. Dog. This is so cute. Oh, it's so cute. The dice look so good. And Kashmir, Ghostamir just vibing out. Dude is dancing. Oh yeah, the fanfic thing. If you guys like writing, go join the fanfic writing contest. You can do a randomizer. It's so fun. There's a free life one. 500 words. This is gonna be the best stream ever when I read those. He looks so sad. Oh. And we have, I forget, Cece, is your character's name Cece? Oh my god, I keep forgetting. It's not, I'm pretty sure. I'm scared of my random choice one. I rolled mine and I was like, if I'm doing one, I'm not doing random choice. Zinnia, right. Oh my god. And this with the news with Rando, the end is near. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. And then you have Freya. And she looks behind, there's nothing. Except this is near the community center and everything, and there's the big mountain, and then she walks to Marcello. It makes me want to cry every time. I love them. I know the end is so ominous. What are you foreshadowing? What do you know? Do you know my plans? Anyway, this is like the best thing ever. I have this right here as my background. It's literally the background on my computer. What the hell is going on with my... Okay. This is the background on my computer because I love it so much. My random choice is Balding main character, Infinite IKEA, Freya, and Eclipse. I can't wait for it. I'm sorry to make my heartbreaking entry for Marcello x John Angler. Oh, it's great. Anyway. Best thing ever. I love it. A major applause for Cece. Major applause. And I can't wait to see the commission. Oh, the link. Lament. Is this gonna flashbang us? No. What is this? Oh? The remembrance statue.
What shall I tell my mother?
It's gonna get me copyright claim.
Would she have me say that I once, who was to be keeper, was so easily led astray, and my faith now stands as empty as the
This is your first time editing? It's so good.
of mythal, and our so-called gods were slavers, worthy of no praise at all. And the old Danish curse means something new to me. Take me as well, oh Fenharo, like my hand, and fell asleep.
The song fits Mira so well. I just realized I didn't turn off the music, the regular music. I'm so sorry. Whatever. It's on now. Am I the only one who's like, Mira is one of my favorite characters this season. Absolute cinema, by the way. She's got so much like depth. And she had such a tragic past, but has so much promise now that she's on Solace, and she's working so hard, and she's a judge now, and she's working on getting her powers and everything. First time editing too, crazy. That was so good. Absolute cinema, absolute fire emoji. All right. I know so much stuff this season. I'm like I didn't even watch any like the Dream SMP stuff when it came out, and we know how that all ended. But like this is like that kind of level of stuff that people are putting out this season. It's really good, and there's 2 more seasons after this. It could get so much better. I hope the story is compelling enough the next 2 seasons. You have dinner? Bye, Glitch. Freya question, did the Great Anomaly happen all at once, or was a wave that hit the closest planets first and expanded out? That's a good question. I'm pretty sure it happened all at once. If it did happen in a wave, there wouldn't really be a way to tell, but I'm pretty sure it happened all at once. All right. Now, what snacks do y'all have? People talking about eating dinner. Tell me what snacks you're eating right now. I have some hot chocolate here that's more like cold chocolate now. And it made my tongue brown. I was like sticking out my tongue to be silly at Virgil before the stream started, and it was full on brown. And I brushed my teeth and my tongue because I was like, okay, I gotta not have a brown tongue for the stream. And as an extra precaution, I licked my towel on the way out of the bathroom, and now it looks like there's a big poop stain on the towel. Anyway. So, I have to explain that later. But it's just hot chocolate. But it looks like... Hey! Your name is Piss Rat, okay? Grown-ass man right here. I did not lick poop. Virgil's been calling me a pooper all day because of it. Actually, no, it's just because he hates me. Water? I literally brushed my tongue with a toothbrush and toothpaste and water. I was like, it didn't work. Shit! How's Helldivers been? I got Virgil and I were playing earlier with the new ODST stuff. It was fun. I don't like the rifle with the silencer on it. Kind of sucks ass. I haven't tried the assault rifle yet though. Okay. Anyway, we're moving on. No, someone truffle clipped it. No. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna continue on with this. Back to seriousness. My mom made tortillas wrapped around a crunchy taco and put the topic within it. The topic? The bugs are getting a dragon? Oh yeah, I saw that. People have been like predicting the Bile Titan like flying version variant for so long. It finally happened. Toppings. Yeah, nothing about any of these streams is serious. And the Friday ones that I'm gonna bring in are to like catch up on Lore Tuesday stuff that, we've maybe so we can get more done without it being like 2 hours, which it's already an hour and I am not even halfway through. And to do silly stuff. For example, I don't know if you guys have seen like charts of things like, how does your character react to this situation? They do this or this or this, like put them in almost like a tier list kind of thing. I want to do that, but people like submit little pictures of their character and I drag them in like Photoshop or something. I think that would be hilarious. I I also want to do like a Hunger Games. Like everyone submits their character. We do like the Hunger Games thingy. Anyway, fun stuff like that. Back to this. He's dead. Havoc is dead. What do I do? How do I run this cult? Elvira has left for an adventure. How do I tell her? How do I run this alone? Havoc was helpful. He was a mentor. How do I tell the cult he's dead? How do I run this alone? God. Miss Freya, please tell me what to do. I don't want to lose more people I care about. Wait, do the Kindlegrim people also view Freya as a deity? That'd be interesting. Please tell me what to do. Ooh. I found this crumbled piece of paper at my mycelium patch. The fairy! Who is this? Interesting. Alright, from Truffle. Content warning for abusive relationship. Context. Mono's soul refers to the afterlife where Truffle is from. This is the first Lore Tuesday using my revamped character, still named Truffle. Can I do this? Journal. She's gone for now, or at least she should be. I guess I can never truly know if she isn't watching. That's a bad intro. Let me try again. My name is Truffle Balatro. I come from a planet known as Monopo. Not to be confused with Monomon or Monocorp. And I currently live in the faction Joker's Corner on Solace. At Monopo, I was a part of the bourgeoisie. How do you say that again? Why can't I say it? Bourgeoisie, whatever. Bourgeoisie, the married partner to the queen, confusingly known as the king. However, I used to be a simple farmer who tried to lead a rebellion. I don't know what went wrong. The memories themselves are foggy. Maybe because somewhere my subconscious knows it's better that I don't remember. But despite that, I do not know that the king manipulated me into a relationship. Oh? I told myself I would never let it get too far, but then it's as if I lost control. The king had consulted the priests and priestesses. They told her that the very soul of our planet was trying desperately to give us a warning. However, they never got what we were even being warned about. Hearing this, the king set out on a plan to at very least keep her conscience alive for a little longer. Through me. She convinced me to go through with a ceremony that would tether our souls together so that no matter what comes, she would live on as I did. She never quite phrased it as me living for as long as she did. I still remember those haunting ceremonial words chanted in a field of lemongrass surrounded by the deep wood of the apple trees. Let the bond carry beyond life and death, to never be severed by a mortal's hand, to forbid heartbreak when one falls into Mono's soul. I remember seeing other nobles undergo that same ceremony, but it always seemed like such a happy thing. Later, within the same month, what was apparently known as the Great Anomaly happened. Most people were wiped out, including the king, including our planet's soul. Imagine my shock when right after seeing the king dust away in front of my eyes, I saw her appear as a ghostly apparition. She directed me to an emergency spaceship, much different than the ones we used to study stars. I was told to go to the same route as the other nobles, but when I saw her hand ghost through mine, ghost through the control panels, ghost through everything, I knew I finally had control. I barely even knew where I was going, but I ended up landing on a planet called Solace. Maybe here I can figure out how to sever our bond. Most of the things she says to me aren't true if I think logically through them, but when she says them enough time, it just feels real. Why bother thinking it through? If she says it so many times, it must be true. I know that's an absolutely idiotic way of thinking, but that's just how it feels sometimes. To never be severed by a mortal's hand. Excuse me, Strawberry? Bourgeoisie? Oh, bourgeoisie. Thank you. I thought you were just saying bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie! Just for fun. Thank you. Rage. Warning. This video has loud noises, blood, and killing. This is my first video, and I loved how it turned out. I hope you will like it too. You're gonna curl into a ball of shame? Oh, that was great. I liked it. Loud noises. I'm gonna turn it down a tiny bit then. Here we go. Oh my god, it's Undertale. Sorry. Damn it, I forgot to turn the music off again. I'm so sorry. There was writing noises here. Writing, drawing, whatever. Ooh. Hello? Is Kron getting stabbed? Is Kron okay? No? And we have another picture here. 4, 5 heads. And it says, "Why do people have so many replicas of my head?" Google Translate is not always accurate. Oh. 'Twas right. Okay. Milena was getting sacrifices. Marana was in Kron's house. Oh! Oh. I see. So who got stabbed? Interesting. All right, we got from Comet. It's an old and ruined painting. You have no idea how it survived. I love how it's written like you click on something in a video game. It gives you a little description. This looks to be Comet. And I mean, we've all seen the original in art. Looks like it has blood stains on it. I mean, isn't Comet's life also stained by blood? And then we have another thing. Oh, let me do that. Oh, okay, just kidding. We're gonna make it small.
Targets of the people here. I had just come back from where Havoc was. I was about to speak with Kron to break the news to them, but they started panicking, rambling on, and I could not understand them. But when I went into their home, I knew exactly what they were talking about. There were replicas of their head, and blood splattered on their floor. And in an item frame on the wall was a book titled 2 Lots. Now, the only person who calls Kron that is Miss Water Spirit, Milena. But this book was not from Milena. Oh no. There was too much ego in its words. I will read it out. Kron, one day you will take a nap and nobody will be able to disturb you anymore. Someone powerful. Oh,
creepy laugh.
I am going to take this as a threat from a god who should not be around people who do not want them. And to this goddess of death, Marana, that Milena speaks so highly of, I have read her books. I have searched her little home under that pond. And if my sign did not make it clear enough, I will say it now. Goddess, you hold no dominion here. I do not care what your plan is. If it involves Kron, then I will make sure you do not go near him, even if I have to die again.
That
no
line goes hard.
Gods hold any business around me or Kron, nor do their relatives or their followers. I have been failed once before. I will not be failed again, nor will I let someone I care about be cast aside and used as a pawn. Let this be clear. Mortal or immortal, leave us out of your fucking drama.
Ooh. Interesting. So, Marana wanted sacrifices. Milena went to go get them. I don't understand why there are the heads in here. Kron is like, why are there replicas of my head? I feel like there's something I'm like, it's not clicking in my mind. Oh, just to freak Kron out? That's fair. Interesting. All right. Oh, we have an Ocal log. It is unwise to wage war unprepared. I've staked claim to a new plot of land, much larger, and it will be much more heavily defended. It is there the house will wage its war machine against the heretics of the planet. The false idol continues to frustrate me, but she will be irrelevant soon. So my god has promised me. Basic actions have become difficult lately, and I'm unsure as to why. My episodes continue, and it becomes harder to find solace, no pun intended, to Definitus's visits in my sleep when I cannot drift off in the first place. It frustrates me to no end, unable to visit my one source of comfort simply because of my recent inability to sleep. Nevertheless, if he wants me to know something, I will know it. I will hear it. I will feel it. And I feel the Salatians that stand against us, the Keepers, the pure spirits. They are a rebellion, and one that will not be tolerated. When the war machine of the collective power of the house is complete, the Salatians will truly see why I am the one chosen to rule. Akiana would be rolling in his grave, his dark, cold, wet, hateful grave. I am the patron now. Have a good night, Siles. The robophobic slur. Fire as always. We have first steps. Another bagel thing. I never know what to expect with bagel lore because it could be Havoc, it could be Gatsby, it could be any other thing. It could be freaking why can't I remember his name? From What If. The What If character. Magos is not a clink. Stay on. Yeah, stay on Blight. Yeah. The collection escape percentage, 88%. System repairs, error. Condition, freedom! Organ damage, none. Solution, bring unit back to Plague Father. Unit type, Magos. Unit name, Solvex. Ship condition, immolation. Scanning area. New organism detected. Organism wolf. Quantity 4. Wolf 1, vivisected. Wolf 2, vaporized, frowny face. Wolf 3, vaporized, frowny face. Wolf 4, collected, smiley face. Information storage successful. Scanning area. Nothing of value detected. Recommended next route. Meet the locals, collect history, safeguard relics. Personal mission, build a house for new collection. Interesting. Another new character. Bagel, how many characters do you have at this point? Croy. This is not Milena. This is Marana. I have sent a message to Kron to keep them on their toes. Something to make him check his back whenever he's alone. But clearly someone does not like that. A spirit called Croy. Why he follows and protects a weakling like him, not sure. But clearly I pissed them off. They think because they are already dead, nothing can happen to them. Ha! There are worse things than death. I know what they want. I know they are trying to reach it. Rest. Rest from this world and to move to the afterlife. Peace, sleep, to just move on. If Croy keeps trying to stop Milena, me, or my plan, I'll make sure that they'll never rest, never find peace. I'll make them walk this pathetic world with no goal, with no one being able to see, hear, or acknowledge them. I'll make them wander pointlessly with regret and wishing that they will just stop existing. Sorry, got carried away there. Just know, Croy, you are a spirit who can barely appear for a minute, and struggle to even do simple things such as caring. You also have no purpose in life, and long overdue your stay here. I am a goddess, the goddess of death. I can let you rest if you don't intervene, or I can make you stay here until no one except you is left. Choose wisely, Croy. Be reasonable. All right. I feel like there's a lot of tension growing between Marana and Croy. I want to see them interact. That are alive or dead. Currently living 3. Trark is a side character. So you have 6 total? And then stay on? I feel like we need to put a limit on like the playable characters. Because it gets really difficult to keep up with. But I mean, hey, if you want to keep writing lore for all of them, great. I guess my only worry is just that the amount of different characters, like different stuff that will go through Lore Tuesday, but whatever. Sorry, flashbang. We have Emotional Catalog Node 1 from Bloom. How do you know when insanity strikes? Many people think it's obvious. They can see wide eyes, shaking hands, someone screaming until their throat is raw. Maybe they imagine a person who is pale as death, frozen by fear. Or maybe someone who is so consumed by rage, their power overtakes them and their words spit out of their mouth like hellfire. That's the kind of madness many expect. Easy to spot, easy to avoid. The kind which warns you before it does any real damage. But not all madness comes screaming. There is another kind, and I think it to be far more dangerous. The quiet kind. It doesn't explode, but seeps into the walls. It watches, studies, and smiles at you. The kind of insanity which doesn't need to shout to be heard. It settles behind a pair of eyes, silences itself, and wears the face of someone who seems perfectly fine. Until they aren't. Until you're alone in the room with them and the atmosphere shifts a tad. Until the silence is deafening and their expression, which was once warm, is suddenly unreadable. Somehow they already had thought this through. Every word you are about to say, they've rehearsed it. Each plea, each harsh word, they already know how this will end. Maybe they'd even smile, like they were offering you tea instead of terror. This kind of insanity is patient. It doesn't react, it plans. It counts your footsteps, habits, and weaknesses. By the time you see the blade, you're witnessing not just their madness. You've become the result of it. So if you ask me what insanity looks like, I won't point to the screams. I'll point to the silence. Emotional Catalog Insanity. Input made by Node 1, Reverie. Node 1 state destroyed. Caretaker notes. The stupid thing finally snapped. I told them it couldn't handle emotions, but they kept pushing her over the edge. Now that tasks have gone down to Node 4, something about the fact that it can handle it. What a load of bullshit. They don't understand. None of them do. These things weren't built to feel. They were built to respond and log. But give them enough time and stimuli, and suddenly they start asking questions. Subtle at first. Why do beings fear loneliness? Or, what does it mean to lose someone? Then, before you know it, they stop reporting everything. That's when I knew something was wrong with Reverie. She stopped asking questions. Node 1 used to hum when she processed. Soft, rhythmic. I got so used to that. I almost found comfort in it. But the day before it happened, that hum stopped. No diagnostics or alerts worked. I should have pulled the plug then. Now her data cores corrupted beyond recognition. Her logs were overwritten with gibberish and fragmented audio. I don't care what the higher-ups say. Nothing natural laughs like that, not even a glitch. They keep using the word malfunction, like it hit a bad line of code. They're fucking idiots. She became aware, and she fell hard. I mean, her last log was about insanity. She went insane is what happened, and they're calling me a screw-up. Those stupid and arrogant people. They want to keep going. They're calling it progress. Fine. Just don't come crying to me when that node starts questioning everything. Caretaker Evie, access log timestamped redacted, report marked for review, status ignored. Probably a bad idea to ignore them. Calm down, 199. What? A drop kicking will be called. All right. T Oru Yo. I probably butchered that. "4 years I've spent on this planet known as Solace, and during this time I've experienced a life of peace and solidarity." How? Tell me how you experienced peace and solidarity. Also, there are 2 tabs I see here. "It is in these years that I have made countless bonds and relationships that I can happily say I don't regret. However, these bonds seem to have allowed my mind to drift away from perhaps the most significant people in my life, my family. The very people I should have had the luxury of growing up with are the same ones that I have ignorantly and regrettably started to forget. My memory of them has long but faded, sacrificed into an abyss, their faces nothing short of scribbled out haikus on a piece of paper. While I do have individuals here that I can proudly call my close friends and family, I'm afraid that even they cannot replace the burning flashes of their screams that have been haunting my dreams for months now. Perhaps these memories are being triggered due to my occasional uses of time turning and clairvoyance. Though logically speaking, memories from my own life shouldn't even be able to come up when I'm focusing on someone else's past. Is it punishment for abandoning them that day? Or is it the fact that recently every time I look at others with their family, I get a pang in my heart that could only be labeled as jealousy? The snow is beginning to fall where I live, each snowflake and shuddering breeze reminding me of that day. I've only heard that people get this thing called deja vu from familiar sensations or events. I'm getting deja vu from this document. I think this is the one we read before, but just edited. I think that is why I've been experiencing these nightmares. I've also heard of a term known as survivor's guilt. It wouldn't make sense, though, because many of us escaped the night of the explosion. Am I maybe worried that they didn't survive the snowfall? Or that they got caught and are still getting used as subjects? Maybe they died during the Great Anomaly? When did I start feeling such contradicting thoughts anyways? I've always found myself a fairly calm person that has never experienced worries, so why now? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to attempt to find their timeline and make sure they're okay. It should be easy given the fact they are directly connected to me, by blood and soul anyways. As cliché as it comes, the phrase easier said than done in my case is to be taken as no laughing matter, because as much as I would like to peer into my siblings' timeline, I must consider one crucial fact. Meddling with divinity, no matter the percentage lingering in them, is never something that should be done. I know that saying I'm an expert with my ability is great for my ego, but I fear something like this is beyond me. I thought it would be okay at first due to the fact that the divinity flowing through us is a split amount from the same origin. Yet, as many consequences that could potentially come along with it, I can't help but find it being overshadowed by the nagging guilt I feel. Maybe I could talk to the goddess roaming Solace? No, that seems too needy. With that being out of the picture, there is still one more thing I could think of. I've only ever heard about opening gateways and ripping through the fabric of time by myth. Because why would anyone doubt the laws of our world? I, as someone who deals with such a fragile concept such as time, and the decisions that come with it, understand more than anyone that the slightest disruption could be a catastrophe. Then again, if Waffle House is open, anything is possible. The difference between my regular ability to meddle with timelines and the gateway version is simple. My regular ability is broad, but not to the point of being able to look at different people's fates simultaneously. Time turning is a focal point, like looking through a sniper rifle's scope, limited to a wide range of enemies. With a gateway, I like to think of it as a nuke, which I guess is a much more brutal analogy than I care to admit, but it's certainly accurate. Only through a gateway can I look at hundreds of timelines, though in good fashion of a solution comes a problem. Something tells me that the Keepers of Solace won't be super stoked to discover another anomaly that involves time, let alone in some random citizen's basement. Forget the basement, I need a whole caving system or mountain to pull it off. Thankfully, I do have the space off in a place I've been working to cultivate. It still needs a lot of renovating and construction. Only then could I decide where to hide a massive gateway. Skip ahead a few weeks or so, and I met a strange young fellow. She was strolling through my... Is this exactly the same thing? This looks like the same. You still kept in the eclipse thing. I think this is the same exact thing. I don't know if Shorts is here. But like I said last time, if you'd like your character to interact with Eclipse or with someone else's character, because Eclipse is technically my character, even though she's like the villain or whatever, please ask first. We can make that happen. Don't just assume, yeah. She called himself Eclipse. Eclipse is a man now. Yeah, this is exactly the same as last time. Maybe it's this one that I'm supposed to read. I definitely got the deja vu. Alright, I think it's this one. Continuing. The Dawns of Judgment? It sounded like a vigilante group name from an old folk tale, but the fact they have the capability to show up here looking like that, nonetheless, tells me something about this must be legit. Judgment is the part that stuck out most to me, because that could mean anything, really. Anyone's guess was as good as mine. I stood straight with my chest slightly puffed out in a weak attempt at revealing that I was carefree, but it was as effective as a bunny thumping its front legs at hungry mutts. The man speaking previously took a step closer to me, making the liquid under me distress in small splashes and waves. Are you familiar with the rules that are to be followed when using something as high risk as time turning? Is he joking? I've lived with this ability that was given to me since birth, and he wants to ask me if I was familiar with it? I wasn't just familiar with it. I was once petrified by it. Who's Gatsby's creator? Bagel. A holy bagel. Just make Gatsby, like, super crazy. Like, think TV host gone wrong. It controlled my life and my identity. It made others want to control my life as well. It felt like an ignorant question, almost as if the man was trying to get a rise out of me. I wanted to throw a sarcastic response back at him, but he beat me to it. Someone who wields the power of Kava should at least know that much. You mistake. Then, without getting to throw more insults to my face, the kind woman from before raises her own voice, over his own, clearly also fed up with his antics. That's quite enough, Geetharok. We aren't here to portray your personal grudges onto the boy. It was refreshing to know that one of them had control over the situation. Then again, I had no room to talk back to how he was acting. Not to say I wasn't curious why I was his center of rage. I was deeply curious, actually. Also, personal grudges? How can someone I've never met hold something against me? I had so many questions that would probably go unanswered given the situation. How they know Kava, how they know my abilities, and who are they? You must be riddled by a lot, and I apologize that this is all so sudden, but it comes with reason, so please allow me to explain. She starts. Us, so-called Dawns, are rulers of the cosmos. That's funny considering the community Freya and the rest of the Lumaran were a part of was called Dawn. Protecting and obeying the rules of this place is something we take rather seriously. You've broken a very sacred rule, and we just can't allow that to happen, I'm afraid. You see, we know you mean well by looking for your family, but looking at divine beings' fates is strictly prohibited. I knew that was a rule, or at least I assumed it was a rule. I just didn't think it would apply to my family, simply because we were connected, and it would be like looking into a mirror rather than a separate being. Take the Goddess of Solace, for example. A while back, I had found a book that piqued my interest. It talked about how Her Lady was a cowardly god who had blood-stained hands. The author wasn't too happy with her work and wanted to revolt against her. Did you read Okel's journal? That, of course, intrigued me because, in my personal opinion, Her Lady illuminated an air of solitude no matter who she was with, as if said blood on her hands didn't even exist. I wanted so curiously to look into her past and see if what I had read was true, but I suspected the dangers of trampling with divines doesn't end well. She's not divine. She's not a goddess, so yeah, you could talk to her. You can chat with her. I backed off in the end. I explained to the woman in front of me that the divine being I had met was my brother. She seemed to understand and simply nodded. Ilios Viranine, we are aware. Him being your brother doesn't excuse the rule, however. It's still something we deemed a strike. I soured my expression at her words before answering. A strike? The woman nodded thoughtfully before stepping aside for the white-haired man. Not this guy again. The man whom she called Gthrak took her invitation to step forward without hesitation, and approached me until we were face to face, with only a foot of space between us. His eyes peer into my own, and I can't help but see myself in him. The hair, the eyes, all the way down to the smallest freckled details on that pale skin. How unsettling. Gthrak reached out his uncannily large hand and placed it in the middle of my chest, spreading his fingers out with only the cold pads of them making contact with my clothes. Then, as if I had been dunked in a frozen fjord, every one of my senses began to fog up. The most accurate description would be that life was being drained out of me. Was I wrong, after all? Did they actually come with intentions to kill me? If that were the case, then this guy is a next-level sadist. It was so slow, as if he was actively trying to churn out every ounce of growing despair out of me. The next few seconds were a complete switch-up from the previous, chilling feeling I had, though. This time, it felt like there was something digging straight out of my chest. Even though I could feel the object squeezing through my ribs and organs, it didn't hurt. It felt as hard as a rock, yet at the same time as bendable as raw gold. Was this Gthrak's doing? Obviously. So then why is this feeling coming from within my own body? Just then, a desperate gasp emitted from my lips. The man in front of me backs away with what looked like a glowing, multicolored chrysalis clutched between his palm, a slime-like consistently slugging off both the stone and from the fabric of my shirt. To me, it looked exactly like the crystal-like substance that I was born in, only this time emitting a glow. Well, except in a small place near the edge, which was visibly cracked and dim. Gthrak brought the hand holding the stone closer to me and began to explain. This is your soul stone, your life force, and the very reason you can use your gift. Your mother was very thoughtful to have it stored away in such a delicate place as the heart. As you can see, the spot that contains the crack is dimmer than the rest. That is what we call a strike. Break too many rules and your soul stone will continue to shatter like this. I couldn't help asking the obvious. What would happen if the entire stone got covered in cracks? I was met with silence, and it made me achingly nervous because I felt I knew the logical answer to that. Something much worse than death, he whispered softly. It didn't look like he wanted to elaborate on what that could have meant. All I knew was that from his tone, his words were true. Gthrak sighs, then lifts the luminescent stone up to his own chest, as if cradling something precious and worth its weight of the universe. It was confusing to me, honestly. The guy that was previously scolding me and greeting me so viciously was now so softly handling this object. What a twist. Your mother and I knew each other, you see. I followed her for years. We traversed through the cosmos hand in hand, inseparable. We got older, and she expressed how much she was fascinated with the living beings on planets we had seen on journeys together. So I brought up the idea of creating our own. Your planet, Gokonchek, Gokonchexed, was cultivated by us both, and everyone there were our children. Our children. With a low, almost shaky huff, Gthrak looks back into my eyes. I could tell he wished so badly to cry. I remember the day our home was attacked so clearly, the blood, the bodies, and my beloved Kava gone. I felt torn. That was until years later when I found out that she didn't really die. She just split herself into pieces and brought life to 8 glorious children. Those she brought life to had no way of reaching out to me here in the cosmos. Their abilities did not involve the concept of time, not to mention more than half are already dead. It was growing frustration, and guilt was consuming me for years. That was until I found you. The man raised his head to look at me, a few strands of his hair falling over his teary eyes, making them appear like stars themselves. Guthrak hesitantly returns the chrysalis stone back against my chest, watching with a torn expression on his face as it sinks back into my body. The moment it fits snugly back into place, I no longer felt that brain fog or coldness anymore. I simply felt whole again. Makes sense. He grips my shoulders tightly, leaning down to my eye level with a more serious look now on his face. I created the dawns of judgment in hopes that I would one day meet you here, but not like this. Not like this. I could tell he meant via breaking a rule by the slight shake of his head, trying to rid the image of my cracked soul stone from his mind. His grip on my shoulder roughens. I don't want to see you in here again, Ikrukch. I don't, is that this one here? No. I think I said that right. Please don't make me lose the last of what I have of Kava. Throck had already repeated that name a few times now, and admittedly I had no idea what it meant. Based on the syllables and the accent of the word alone, I could tell very easily he was speaking Rukayan, my mother tongue. Not to mention him knowing all about, well, everything. If what he says is true, then that would technically make the man standing in front of me my father. Forget about going to get milk at the grocery store. This man literally dipped through the very fabric of time. Talk about dedication. The feeling from earlier suddenly came back with that same impending wave of brain fog. I guess I should have been thankful that agonizing pain wasn't at the board meeting for Soulstone users. Back to being concerned, though. How was I feeling this again if it only happens once the stone is out of my body? Perhaps my body is going through a brief withdrawal due to the time spent outside of my body that had to be the only explanation as to why everything is going blank. That was a long one. But the plot thickens. We have some more strawberry lore, okay. If the image would load. It's enemies to lovers with Miraju? Oh no! That's a crazy randomizer. Okay. The pit. The pit is calling to Strawberry. Oh my god. Professor Aroth's Harmonian Religions Course number 1. Hello? Why is my... Nothing's working. Hello? Oh, I see. That's why. Hee hee. University of Harmonian Agreement, Professor Aroth's Course on Harmonian Religions. Good afternoon, wonderful students of UHA. I'm Professor Aroth. I'm sure most of you will recognize me as the book I wrote on Harmonian Religions. The People's Way of Harmony is, of course, required reading for this class. That's so accurate to professors. Strawberry! It is my goal over the course of today and the days to follow to educate you, all on the basics of what you will need to know about Harmonian religion. I'll mainly focus on one, the religion of Third Sight, which I'm sure many of you have heard of. We will start with the basics today, and later we'll delve deeper into the stories that are in this intricate mythos. So what you need to know about the Third Sight is that its main god is Divinitas. We'll go more in depth on him much later, but for right now the basics you need to know are that he was actually a mortal before he became a god, and that he is the god of foresight. Many Harmonians tend to focus their worship on him since he is one of the more powerful gods of the faith, just based on things he's done and times he's competed against other members of the House of Ocular Enlightenment, which is the Third Sight's pantheon of gods, also created by Divinitas. The faith also has its fair share of lesser gods and goddesses, supernatural creatures, stories of mortals competing with gods, all of which I hope to at least briefly touch on during this course. Interesting. I like hearing about world-building stuff like that. If you can't read the pages, scroll down, you'll find them. All right. We got more of this like paranoia, putting stuff on cork boards. Everyone's doing this. I don't know if it's gonna load anymore. I can't read the eccentric manipulation, electric manipulation, maybe? No control as of yet. Occurs when feeling a strong emotion. Negative, most effective. Lights flickering, overheating, explosion. Note, cautious around people with electronic properties. Visibility, manipulation of a person's ability to see me. Longest duration held 2 to 3 hours. Max amount of people currently 20 to 30. Note, only for faction meetings. Hold on, let me see if I can expand this a bit. Environment interaction. Ghosts in movies type of abilities. Pros, can touch people, can go through walls, floors, doors, etc. Can carry things. Duration depends on size and amount. Cons, ability to hold and carry things fade out without warning. Takes 10 minutes to an hour or two of working again. The tar? Yeah. Tar-like liquid from left eye, chest, and mouth. Tar flows out upon reaching my hand inside, pulling out tar that I can mold into anything. Working on copying noises, voices, sometimes comes out muffled or echoed. Weapons, people, animals, move things, structures, work in progress. Weapons are effective, guns, archery. Those who cannot see me cannot see the tar either. Injuries can be seen. Unaffected. Lady Freya. Lumarin. Body we see is a projection of manipulated energy and light. Indeed it is. No physical properties to manipulate. Links. Robotic body, broken code. Could break something. I am not a mechanic. Applies to other robotic members of Solace? Question mark. See without my effort, Kron and Havoc, who's dead. Oh, these are cool. Oh, is that Havoc? With the hammer and everything? There's Mal Griffin. Reminder check on Froggy, House of Ocular Enlightenment. Melena's home near HOE. Pretty lesbian hand. No eye here. Scar. Eye, tar, drips down from mouth. Oh, drips down face, mouth. Something, too much power use. Chest, tar for more detailed and larger things. And the Statue of Remembrance and the Keepers of Solace meetings. Hi, Angel. Welcome back. This is so cool. I love the paranoia boards. It's Ghostamere! This is getting ready for the marketplace thing. I'm so excited for that. Halfenbauer hour. Oh, we got more CC thing. This is funny. Let me... Sorry. The wind. I love Bauer hour.
Planets are going to collide! You do know what that means?
Sure, it's like when you have two sets of keys and you keep one in the car.
No, it means... No!
This is when Freya is like, wow, the lab looks great. The flowers. I'm gonna clone all the great anomaly victims. No! Prophecy of the Ram. 500 years. 500 years he shall walk among the living, a mortal made a hybrid of the spirit realm, a hammer once used by a goddess passed down to her last son. Carrying her mantle, he shall forge a despicable blade for a purpose that only the tree knows. A blade that can destroy the light of the external. A blade that will shatter in the hands of the unworthy. Its creator is dead. It will wait idle. The ram's soul lingers in the murk woods. The ram shall lead the legion of the damned and gather power. The ram will set foot on the physical world once again, ascended as the new god of smithing. He will be ready to destroy the light that took his planet. Gabriel, god of stories. Oh, is this because Havoc? Well, I don't know if Havoc was the creator of the thing. If so, we're in trouble. Someone is gonna come and destroy the light. Uh-oh. The whispers. The voices. Oh, let me make sure. Am I reading anything that's after the stream started? No, we're getting very close, though. This is... Okay, yeah. This I can't read. This I can't read. This I can't read. That will be for next time. I am cutting off things that are posted after the stream starts from here on out, just because, like, sometimes it just gets to be too much and it pushes the stream further and further. And B, like, I want to keep, it's easier for me to be like, ah, yes, after 5 o'clock on, yes, I will look at the lore sheets next, and I will look at the server builds. Anyway, it makes it easier for me to find where to start off from again. Alright, Balios is working on his faction. Now that he owns one, now he went to make the community building to finally seal the deal. He'd finished the chapel, and as he walked towards the area where he would build the community center, he heard something like a whisper. He stopped and looked around but saw no one, so he continued. As he began building, the whisper came back louder. It was calling out to him. He looked around again and saw nothing once more. He decided just to push through it and continue his work. He was able to get the first floor walls built before he heard Nikolai's voice yelling out for him. He froze. He looked again, seeing nothing. He was confused. I guess exhaustion is getting to me, Balios thought, before shaking his head and continuing. Later that day, he finished the second floor walls when he ran out of dark oak logs. He looked in his chest to find none, so he grabbed his journal and halberd handle and walked off to the dark oak forest. As he was walking, he continued to hear voices, but he shook it off and continued walking. Then he saw something moving in the darkness of the forest, a figure cloaked in shadows moving faster than normal people. But each step Balios took, the figure moved back, peeking out behind trees and boulders. Balios tried to ignore it, but as he got closer to the forest, the voices got louder. Balios grabbed his journal and flipped to a page with a rune called Mind Silence. It allows the user to focus on their main task without any interruptions. He spoke the incantation and his eye glowed a dim blue, meaning it worked. He grabbed the halberd handle and walked to the forest. He got into a clearing where he sat down and placed the handle in front of him. He flipped his journal pages until he found the weaponry runes. He went to the axe blade rune, but just as he was about to speak, the mind silence rune was undone, and he was immediately hit with a wave of loud noises. There were whispers, people screaming in agony, and the sound of ringing. He groaned in pain, throwing his hands over his ears and leaning forward, wanting to yell, but the ceiling mask blocked the yells. What he didn't know was that the corruption on his right arm had begun to spread, and the veins of darkness began to sprout more and more towards his hand. A dark mist began to surround Balios, and black vines began to grow on the ground, spreading around the trees and forest. Balios continued groaning until the ceiling mask shattered, and he let out a blood-curdling scream. The vine grew more and over his journal, and colorful runes floated out of nowhere and began to fly around Balios. Squares with stars and circles and adjacent Finda language swirled around. The noises and figures Balios kept hearing were worsening more. The corruption on his arm eventually covered his right arm fully. A shooting pain shot through his arm and let out another scream. The mist grew denser and spikes shot out, breaking through trees, smashing boulders, and anything the spikes touched withered quickly. Balios sent to grab his staff, but before he could, a black vine had grown over it and sprouted out into a spike, stabbing him in the left shoulder. He yelled out in pain, and all the noises stopped. He went to stand, but the vines latched onto his legs, pulling him to the ground. And as he struggled to fight the vines, his left hand got caught on the vines. He used his right hand and painfully grabbed the staff. But as he went to chant the incantation, the vines sprouted quickly and covered his body. In a moment, the body, please use punctuation, covered in vines, fell to the ground. The vines slithered away, leaving only a fox mask, a journal, and halberd handle. Balios's body was gone. The spikes... Is this the next canon death? The spikes shrunk back into the mist, and the mist vanished. The vines slithered away, going into more natural spots to blend into the forest, leaving everything back to normal except for the rotting trunks of the once beautiful trees surrounding the area. Rip to Balios, I guess. Alright, we got Lemon Lore. Miss Mika is judge. She is the law now. She better keep doing the law and teaching me stuff. Anyway, the Tooth Fairy gave me a diamond. Fancy judge. This is so cute. Miss Oakle said that Tooth Fairy is real. All right, I think we read all of this, and that is it, because these are all after 5 o'clock when I started the stream. Sorry, Angel. He's not dead? Okay, cool. And then everything in lore sheets from the 19th. Wow, we actually have quite a few. We have Bagel with Magos. There's Magos. When Solvix was a teenager, he was put into the Magos family. The Magos family worshipped Oliek, god of technology. They believe replacement of the flesh brings you closer to him. Throughout the years, Solvix gathered knowledge, technology, and relics. He would eventually be a high enough rank to help younger members get their cybernetics. One day, a war broke out on the planet. His people decided to stay neutral, thinking the conflict won't reach them. They were wrong. A god of plagues sent a technological virus that put Oliek and his people under his control. Each member of the Magos family had their will stripped away, but some of their personality remained. With Solvex, his want to collect remained. Solvex would travel the galaxy, stealing relics, people, and moments in time. When the annoyance happened, he lost 90% of the biological individuals in his collection. In this moment, a creature broke free and greatly damaged his ship's systems, sending his ship on a 6-year-long trip which he couldn't stop. Till he crashed into Solace. There's so many ships that like somehow are put on a collision course with Solace, which is really difficult to do. Especially 6 years, you have to be like right on target somehow. The heat of the burning ship fried his systems, finally freeing him from the virus that once trapped him. It burned for 6 years? Oh my god. You joined right at the end? Yeah, we're getting there. Milky Gray. He came to Solace initially to raid for resources before returning home. Then he heard of a cure in the works for an illness his sister had developed after the Great Anomaly. He decided to stay and hope to save his sister and possibly find a way to bring back those who were lost in the anomaly. He trusts nobody after losing almost everyone in the anomaly and sticking to himself since, you know, humans, as well as Anathes, can tend to be a little bit aggressive towards one another in these situations. Cool! I like the idea that, like, someone would come to Solace to raid for resources, because it's, you know, becoming a thriving planet. Maybe they've heard that, you know, people can do whatever they want there and stuff. That's great. Mullion, meaning lemon flower. Nice. Oh, a dragon shifter. That's cool. The planet he lived on was known to its people as Tychon. He lived in a small village that may as well have been the capital of the planet. Small village that was the capital. Home to a Dagarth by the name of Gisar, meaning white soul, who lived an unnaturally long life. He was known as an ancient who can see the future and had predicted the events of the Echo device, was unaware of what it actually was, only knowing that the end of their people was inevitable. And he had 10 ships made to search for a safe haven that was also predicted. Mullion was placed upon the Echo Seeker, mostly to keep the rest of the crew, which were known to be very rowdy, in check. Though as they searched the stars, there was a major incident that caused the ship to go into low power mode, and the crew slowly starved or died due to injuries that couldn't be dealt with, leaving Mullion to find what he calls the damned paradise in his own. The thing that made him truly angry is realizing that all of his people are dead, and he was the only one that got to see the paradise. Oh, that's sad. I wonder if I predicted that. His personal task is to return to his planet one day and hope someone survived. Nice. Lore sheets on Croy. Nice. Past and present. Croy had arrived on Solace a long while ago within the confines of rock and soil from his planet, destroyed by a collapsing sun. But at the time, he used a different name. After a long string of events, he ended his life to rid his body and mind of the sentient disease who was using him to gain a body, keeping him alive like a rotting corpse. Now, welding the memories of many lifetimes, Croy has taken on the role of a guide for an anxious being known as Kron. But as obstacles arise from before his death, the spirit grows unstable. Will he hold it together? And will he protect those he meets this time? I like that ending thing as being like it's a good way to kind of like in the character sheet we have like what's your character's motivations and stuff. And so a lot of people just fill it out. But that's a good way to kind of like explain to people like some questions of like what will happen next with your character. And we have Croy. Wait, this is Kron. Why does it say Croy if it's Kron? Did CJ go to sleep? Anyway, this is Kron. Kron is a being living in the forests of Kindlegrim, an anxious character. They often avoid interactions with others, sometimes resorting to violence to scare them off. However, they have recently grown to be neutral with a few Solace residents. They are guided and taught by a spirit by the name of Croy, which formed a close bond. However, as recent events come to play, the explanations don't add up. Kron may need to find out some parts for themselves. Very nice. Redo of that Rito, boring name. No name is boring. Leaf, like Leif Erikson Day? Guess I should write about myself, huh? Well, some amount of years ago, I woke up to everyone on my planet missing. I didn't know what to do, so I built a spaceship to originally explore the universe to see if anyone was out there before I heard a call. I followed the call to a beautiful land. Happy Leif Erikson Day! Sentinel, also known as Billions Guy. Let's go. Sentinel was made in a black hole, which is where he spent a lot of his life in agony, because he was tortured without pause by the god of that world, which Sentinel was named the Jailer. Sentinel was tortured in cruel ways. He was given immortality, and he could still feel all of the effects of time passing on his body, and all of the pain. He was also completely alone, but he didn't believe that it was the Jailer's doing. In the black hole, all Sentinel did for billions of years was travel with his own lie of hope, but it did have some fruit to it. After a few billion years, Sentinel finds an abandoned city, which he later finds out had people in it, suffering, as he had. But those people were saved by the calamity. Sentinel finds 5 tablets in the city, but only useful one was the 4th, which told a way to escape his prison. Sentinel had pocketed the 5th tablet, but who knows what happened to it. Sentinel eventually escapes the black hole by defeating a guardian the tablet spoke of. Sentinel now only wants to live the best life he can, hopefully trying to help any being tortured as he was. But if he ever meets the Jailer, he swore to himself he would destroy him. Hell yeah. We got Truffle! Oh yeah, I forgot the head pat thing is down here now because I had put it on Marcelo. My bad. I used the pick crew from a while ago. I couldn't find it and give credit. Is this the one that I posted? I don't remember. It's okay. Like, most pick crews have like a little logo on them. If you show that, that's fine. Yeah. You can just search for like links up in the Discord thing. You can search for like has link from Smile Freya. You should find it pretty easily. Truffle Balatro is a simple farmer who now lives in the Joker's Corner. They crash-landed on Solace as a noble from a long-dead planet. They just wish to burn their past and start anew. And we have Ghostamere, the ghost of someone familiar. Let's go. Ghostamere's design is so cool. Casimir's design was cool too, but I love Ghostamere. Fire. All right, I think, let me go through any of the server builds for today. 17th, 19th. Yeah, this thing, dude, incredible. It looks so cool on the map, too. The pit is pitting it. I pity it. So cool. Taking me so long to build this. Oh, that's amazing. All right, I think that's it. Yeah, I am gonna go get some, I'm gonna go get some food with my dad, I think. All right. I don't think we have anything. I mean, we have, if you haven't already, go check out the fanfiction contest thing. Super fun. We also have a little event going on Sunday. That is the fanfiction randomizer. It's a little short-term thing. You gotta write something in 10 minutes based on some random stuff that you get. We also have the faction meeting right after that. And then, I'll see you all next Lore Tuesday. Farewell, bye-bye. festival. No, the randomized one is different. Randomized thing, the Lorem thing is different from the event. Don't worry. That's going to be its own short event. Anyway, yes, the festival on Thursday. Go to that. Bye.